Breaking news, footage has leaked of Diddy getting arrested and cuffed in the hotel. Plus, details have emerged of a certain room in his house we got to discuss.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorned Planet. It's Kim, and I'm here with Andy in London. Hello, Andy.
I'm in London.
Yes!
We won't stop. We can't stop. We're always reporting on Diddy. And yes, I am here in London. But big news came in, so I'm thankful to Kim for alerting me and giving it to you guys. We have the first footage of Diddy getting arrested, which is a big deal. Also, there's a certain room in his house that we're getting more details on, which is kind of terrifying. And we have to be very careful how we talk about it because Kim and I already tried once, and they didn't like our video.
No, they did not.
So
they did not.
We're going to be speaking in extra code, so be warned. And you got to hear about this. But first, Kim, if you could cue up this footage we're seeing for the first time, because I was wondering when we were going to get a mugshot or arrest footage. And it looks like no paparazzi or cameras were there except for these hotel surveillance cameras. That clearly surprised him and his team, right?
Absolutely. According to the reporting from TMZ, his team was very shocked that this was happening. Allegedly, he was supposed to be arrested on Tuesday. However, the decision was made to take him into custody on Monday night, which is what we are watching right now. And it does appear that they came in when he came through the door, grabbed him, cuffed him, and then they're also going to lead him out of the hotel again in the coming shots. And then we have another angle of him actually leaving the hotel and going through the door there that you can see them approaching at this time. Um, it is wild to see, and you can tell there is a lot of shock and surprise amongst the people around him.
Yeah, I mean, not shocked to any of us, of course.
No,
but, I'm shocked there's not more. Not shocked there's not more and better footage. But at least now we know what happened, and it wasn't in his room.
Nope.
It was outside the room, which is what's interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for more mugshots and things to come forward. But at least we got some footage of him and his gang, his crew, surprised by it all. But the other big news, let's not bury the lead. There's a certain room in his house, which we've now gotten details on from sources within, I guess, the investigation.
Yes, and allegedly it's rooms. We've got plural rooms.
Yeah, careful that headline. I think that headline's bad to have on air because there's a couple of words in there, but you guys saw, yeah, exactly. Scroll down. You guys got a sense of why this is a tough one.
We're doing our best.
Worse than that J.E. guy who also, yeah, that's how bad this guy called it. I can try to summarize it, Kim, and then tell me if I missed anything. How do I say this? I would say this room has the most shades of gray that you could possibly have. It's one way of saying it. Rihanna wrote a song about it. Trying to speak into the code, but this was a room. Now, look, a lot of people have these types of behaviors and, do it willingly, right, Kim? I'm not here to judge people what they want to do in the sheets. But what's really crazy about this room was the amount of cameras, the amount of gear. We heard about the baby oil and everything, obviously, but there were how many toys? It was several hundred toys.
That has been the rumor. It's been all over social media. But basically what they have said is that when they went into the mansion and they discovered these rooms, they found many items which included hidden cameras from many, many angles, including angles that, unquote, you wouldn't have known about, was the quote.
Yeah,
and
that's not good.
No, not at all.
You got to know what cameras are on. Yep.
No. And that there was some articles of what we have to be very careful with our words right now. Adult clothing
Outfits.
Is what I will say.
Look,
as other gear.
Thing to me, the shocking thing to me. Sorry, it's a little bit of a delay. I don't mean to cut them off, but what's shocking to me was the level of technology to make this room happen. Is what's even more shocking to me. They said in the article that Diddy was able to watch it on his phone remotely from anywhere. So he didn't have to be there, but often he was. And that he could watch it and stream it on any TV set he wants in his house, which is very strange given that his family's there. I just have a lot of questions again, because I don't know how to stream my phone to my TVs easily. It's not that easy. It's always some security and tech staff that were there to ensure that he could have this behavior happening often. the fact that we're seeing this amount of gear just lying around for this type of behavior, this wasn't just some one-off thing he did on weekends. I think this was a way of life. Like, this is what he did. And to me, judging by what we're hearing, he's gotten so far into it. It is deep and dark and terrifying. And I suspect that's why he's on a certain type of watch, guys. I don't think it's because he would do it to himself, but I really worry, Kim, that someone is going to do to him what they did to Mr. J.E.
Yes.
And because I just think when you read this breakdown of things and gear and things people didn't know are in that room, I'm sorry we have to speak in this code, blame YouTube. But when you read about it, there is a sinisterness to it.
Absolutely.
This isn't just like, a fetish. This is a sinister, disgusting, depraved, like control, nobody knows type of thing that took to a level that a billionaire could achieve. And that is some scary stuff. And that, to me, is why I wanted to make sure you guys were alerted that I think we're going to only get more and more of this, Kim. I don't think this is the beginning. Plus, again, speaking in code, the other problem about this was the fact that now they are saying that some of the ages are in question now as well, it seems, from these sources. Again, you can understand why this is a hard report to get through the filters. But Kim, bottom line, a lot of new details pouring in, big details that just really reaffirm how scary and terrifying this whole thing is. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree. I think there's two other points I just want to make very quickly, and I'm not going to put it up on screen because we're trying to be careful for the video. But basically, what this article is also alleging is that they do believe that Diddy's employees allegedly helped facilitate these sessions, that there was arranged travel, booking hotel rooms where they would take place, and then they also would stock these rooms with supplies, including substances, oil, other liquids, extra linen. And the DHS officer has said, we have evidence that these women didn't feel like they were free to go. And there is video evidence that some of these people were clearly out of it while the events were going on. So it's just getting darker and darker, and it's clearly not a consensual situation.
No, and that's the problem here. That's why it's getting so intense, and details are trickling in. It's interesting because I don't know why they didn't lead with a lot of this, but maybe they are trying to. I think I got to say, I think the government's doing a good job at holding onto their cards and only displaying them when they need it, because they didn't have to show a lot and they got him without bail, right, Kim? So as this continues and he wants to try to argue it, they can keep dropping card after card after card to really prove, no, nice try. This isn't just some like, it's a lifestyle, it's not a crime. No, dude, these are crimes. This is you've got problems and you should be in jail for the rest of your life if this is all true. So a lot more to come. Clearly, this case is only beginning. We will keep you posted. Make sure to subscribe to It's Kim and Popcorn Planet. Hit those notification bells, hit the bell, hit the like, hit the thumb, hit all that. Again, I hate that we have to sometimes speak like this, but in order to get these videos spread widely so you guys can get the information and we can get the important stuff out, we do sometimes have to do that. Also, yes, I'm in London, and I'm going to be at Kensington tomorrow at 3 o'clock at the Hoop and Toy. Details are on my Instagram at Andy Signore. Thank you so much, Kim, for all the hard work you're doing while I'm out here. And thank you to all who are watching. You guys are amazing. Go Planet!
Bye, guys.